The man took off his shirt in front of the judges, but it wasn't to intimidate anyone. It was to take revenge. He was the most feared gangster boss, nicknamed the Ferocious Monster by many. He could defeat dozens of enemies with his bare hands. Anyone who dared to oppose him would never live in peace. One day, while waiting for his ride, he noticed a schoolgirl beside him coughing because of his cigarette smoke. Feeling guilty, he quickly put out his cigarette and handed her his umbrella so she wouldn't get caught in the rain. That small moment showed that beneath his brutal nature, there was still a trace of kindness in him. That night, the gangster boss gathered all his men to have some fun. But the atmosphere changed instantly when the TV broadcast shocking news. A schoolgirl had been found murdered by a deranged psychopath. At first, they thought it was just another crime, until the boss realized something. His umbrella was found at the scene. He was stunned, especially after learning that the victim was the same girl he had met earlier that day. His guilt turned into rage. He no longer cared about business or his gang. There was only one thing on his mind: finding the killer. He ordered all his men to search every corner of the city without exception. Eventually, they found the suspect's location. Without a word, without mercy, the boss beat the man to a pulp. He then dragged him to an old warehouse and unleashed all his fury with relentless blows. His monstrous side completely took over. But just before he could finish the killer off, a police officer arrived and stopped him. The officer wanted justice to be served through the law, not revenge. A court trial was held. At first, the killer cunningly denied everything, but he fell silent when the gangster boss appeared as a witness. The boss testified that he had fought the man before, and as proof, he mentioned the scars on the killer's chest and hands. That evidence was enough for the judge to hand down a heavy sentence, but strangely, the killer smiled in relief, thinking he was safe behind bars. Unfortunately for him, he was gravely mistaken. The next day, every inmate bowed in respect as the gangster boss walked into the same prison. He had turned himself in for one reason only: to make sure the killer paid for his sins in a far more terrifying way. With a calm smile on his face, he stepped closer. This time, nothing could stop him. The killer's days in prison were about to feel like living in hell. If you enjoyed this short film, don't forget to like and subscribe.